Hello and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager Save with Atletico Madrid. Before I start today's episode, I just want to give a huge thanks to all of you that are watching all of my videos. It means a lot for me, even though it is just 5 or 4 views per episode. It means a lot to me, so thank you. Um, but in today's episode, we are playing Barcelona and Real Madrid. Um, and if we take a look at how things have gone since the last game against Almeria that we played in the last episode, um, we have won quite a lot of matches. We won against Mallorca 2-1, Las Palmas 5-1, a 2-1 victory over Napoli in the Champions League. Um, Unfortunately, a nil-nil draw against Vallecano away from home. A 2-1 victory over Valencia with Mason Greenwood scoring 2 goals in that game. Quite nice. Another win in the Champions League against Frankfurt. Um, but then we lost to Villarreal 3-1 away from home. But then, out of nowhere, we won 8-1 against Sevilla. Um, Absolutely crazy game to win 8-1. I think that is our biggest win in this save, if I remember correctly. We might have won bigger in the Conference League when we wasn't that a few seasons back. Um, After that game, we did draw to Chelsea away from home in the Champions League 2-2 in that game. Mason Greenwood with another goal. Um, but then we won 4-1 against Athletic Club de Bilbao away from home very nicely. Mason Greenwood scoring once again. And in today's episode, we are, as I said before, playing Barcelona at home in the La Liga. And then we are playing Real Madrid in the Champions League. Um, so first of all, I don't even know how we can play Real Madrid in the Champions League group phase, because I thought that you could not play teams from the same country, basically. Um, but we are playing them, and we are going to play that game in this episode as well, and hopefully we can get 3 points in just one of the games. Um, if you take a look at the Champions League group stage, we are now sitting in 10th place, and we still have the possibility of moving into the top 8 with a win over Real Madrid. So that will be very nice and something that I am looking to everything I can do to make that happen. Um, in terms of the league table, we are currently sitting in second place, in front of Barcelona, but only on goal difference. And as you can see, Real Madrid has won their game, so they are currently leading by 6 points. But we do have a game in hand, and hopefully we can execute against Barcelona and get 3 points. So actually, yeah, I want to show you. Mason Greenwood is our top goal scorer this season. He has scored 10 goals in 11 appearances. That is actually quite crazy for a player of his caliber. Um, I think for today's game, he is quite tired, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he is. So he will start on the bench, and maybe he will come on to hopefully do some damage to that Barcelona defense. Um, as we always do, we want to tackle those Barcelona players hard, and we want to always have tight marking on 5 or 4 attacking players in that team. Um, but with all that said, I have also changed the formation a little bit. Normally I played with Armand's playmaker up here. I have moved him a little bit down to have more control in midfield, and it has been working quite well in recent games. So that that is what I'm going with at the moment. Also, as you may are seeing right now on the screen, Arevalo, a young player, is starting today, because we have a lot of tired players and injured players. Xavi Simon is injured and he is out for, I think, only a 1 game. He is out for 2 days more, so he will be ready, I think, for the next game against Real Madrid. Um, Hopefully, at least. But this is how we will line up, with Patrick Dorgo at the left back, Goris as a ball playing defender with a Jimenez. Actually, I want to switch those. Um, Jan Kurito at the right wing back. He's been doing very well in that position. Also, we have Brian Diaz instead of Greenwood up here, and Gyökeres up front, of course. But yeah, this is team, and hopefully we can get 3 points um, to really keep on pressuring Real Madrid for that first place. But we will see how things goes here. We never know in these games, but we did beat Barcelona quite a lot last time we played them. So hopefully we can continue our great form against Barcelona. I think we want to take that match speed a little bit down again as we are recording here. Actually, we are quite close to scoring here early on. Pius with a corner kick. Victor Gordes hits it way over crossbar. Let's encourage the boys here. Hopefully, can something. Um, and as I may have been telling you guys in the last video, this will be my last season with Atletico Madrid before the new football manager game drops. So be sure to watch all of it and enjoy it. It will be the last season before the new football manager game, where we will start a new football manager save in that game. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. I will make sure to get the game as early as possible to provide some content for you. Um, but now it's all about delivering what we can do in this game here, as we are behind here after a half an hour played. The Ukrainian Artem Duybyk, he scores a little bit undeserved. If we look at the stats, we are having a lot more XG than Barcelona, but that's just how it is sometimes. Unlucky. Hopefully, we can turn it around in the second half. And I actually do think that we will go back to something like this, which has been working quite well. Um, Fixtures or in previous episode, if you may like. Um, that's the only change I want to make actually. Hopefully that is enough to do something at least. Maybe just 1 point will be quite nice to have here. But here we have Patrick Dorgu, and we hit the post there as Patrick Dorgu just gives the ball away. We are moving forward here, hopefully. Some point in this game, we will get a goal. Brian Diaz is so tired out here. I think it is Mason Greenwood time, and Home can score a goal as he has been doing a lot in recent games. And we don't even have players to, and Pius actually play on the wing. He can play on the wing. Stopping up there, Junior Caribbean as attacking midfielder. Jan Cueto is also tired, so he's up on Lente. So 4 substitutions all at once for a tired team. Let's move on to attacking, as Barcelona has another corner kick, and this time they did not score. That's nice. Nothing is really happening in terms of highlights in our favor. It's quite annoying. Our last substitution is going to be Samu Umudorian, and play something like this and hope that will something, hopefully. I mean, we need a goal, and it's not looking like we are going to get it at the moment. We have Balde from Barcelona, Frenkie de Jong, and Ansu Fati is very close to closing the game here. Frenkie de Jong, another corner kick. It is all Barcelona highlights at the moment, unfortunately. Um, that's the main. We have 5 minutes left. Not good. Um, let's sub on. No, let's put Ruby all the way up here and say Avereo. Here, something like this. Hopefully that will. Oops, that will do something. Need a go. Very attacking, but we lose 1-0 or 2-0 doesn't really matter. Um, win the ball here, doing a groupie to Samu Madodian. And why is he shooting from that distance? I cannot tell you. That is so annoying. Let's berate them as we lose. So we lose to Barcelona. That is not great for our chances of winning the La Liga this season, as we are now 6 points behind Real Madrid, and we are also worse head to head with both teams, both Barcelona and Real Madrid. We have lost to them this season, so that is quite annoying. But yeah, I will play this Girona game off camera, and then I will see you guys at the Real Madrid fixture in the Champions League. We are slowly approaching the Real Madrid fixture in the Champions League, and this is the team I will be lining up with for this game. It is quite similar as always, but we are playing a little bit more defensively this time out. I have changed the mentality to cautious, and also I have changed Patrick Dorgu to a fullback on support so that we are not leaving ourselves vulnerable on the counterattacks from Real Madrid. Um, Also, I have switched the deep line playmaker to a defensive position as well, or mentality, you might say, sorry. And if we take a look at in possession, I want us to play more directly. Um, so hopefully that will do something in this game. We are normally struggling quite a bit against Real Madrid, as you know, if you have been watching the whole series. So hopefully, this little tactical change can do something here in the Champions League. But to be honest, I'm not sure if I trust our players to deliver something here. But here we have Xavi Simons moving forward, missing Greenwood is close to scoring there, but unfortunately not. We have Patrick Dogu with the corner kick, and do we get a goal here? We are very close, and Patrick Dogu, he scores in a new role as a fullback. Maybe that is going to be his new role. Who knows? Real Madrid starts out here. Please don't get a goal right after we score. That would be absolutely crazy. As we are clearing the ball here, Real Madrid are holding onto it. We're also playing a little bit more cautious than normally, so maybe this is a good idea. Here we have Samuel Lino on the counter attack. Patrick Dorgu, Xavi Simon shooting, save the ball in here. We are starting out quite well here as we score a second goal against Real Madrid. Danny Yodo with the goal. That is so nice to see. Hopefully, we will hold out to this lead and get 3 points in the Champions League to move into the top 8 here. We have Gyökeres, and he scores 3-0. What is going on? We are just destroying Real Madrid. 3 goals in 10 minutes. Can we get a fourth goal? We do get 2 goals from. Is it Gyökeres or Yodo? Goal awarded. We are leading 4-0. 14 minutes. Victor Gyökeres with the goal here. 2 goals from him, and we are just keep pressuring here. Close to scoring a 5th goal there. Okay, so this might be our new tactic because this is just crazy. Destroying Real Madrid. 4-0. Of course, I'm not very cautious in other games, but we are absolutely destroying them right now. But this more direct form of play, man, they can't even get it out of their own box as we get a 5th goal. Xavi Simons, 5-0 against Real Madrid. What is going on? What the actual is going on in this game? We are leading 5-0. Real Madrid are yet to have a shot on target. Is it possible to see how they line up? This is their strongest lineup. I've played them a couple times. This is the strongest line. Get a 6th goal, we do. 6-0 against Real Madrid at home. Why are we not playing like this against Barcelona? is like we can actually rest players now. We can actually rest some of our players. And I think we will do that. Mason Greenwood is tired. Brahim Diaz comes on. Jan Kuito is tired, so Marcos Llorente comes on. And like I can't even like say anything to this result. I just enjoyed, guys. You have been seeing me losing to Real Madrid by 6-7-8-2, I think, once in the Copa del Rey. So this is a huge milestone in this series. Um, and it is quite romantic. I might say that we are winning 6-0 against Real Madrid. I'm so happy in my heart. It has been a tough amount of games against Real Madrid, and I'm scared every time that I'm playing them. Um, Seems like they have parked the bus here in the second half because we are not having any highlights anymore. Junior Ruby comes on here, someone no comes off, and Xavi Simon is also quite tired, so Martel comes to um, give Xavi Simon a little bit of a rest. Um, 10 minutes left. Can they get one more goal? That would be quite nice. I don't think so. I think it will stand this way here. A 6-0 victory over Real Madrid. That is crazy. I have never seen that before. And we move straight up into that first place in the Champions League. I want to show that. First place in the Champions League. Of course, some teams have a game in hand on us, but that is crazy. Um, and I do think we don't have hard games. No, we have Fenerbahce and Zelra Svesta in our two last Champions League games. As you can see here, we are playing Barcelona in the Super Cup semi-final. I might play that off camera and then see you guys at the final. Um, So yeah, but for now, that is it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed a big win over Real Madrid, and I will see you guys in the next episode.